This was what I was going to do originally. As a matter of fact, I was going to do it earlier in the week. See, I got these post-it things, kind of like a positive reinforcement thing, and I was going to write positive messages on them and possibly put them on the door over there. Kind of help challenge myself on when it comes to negative thinking, challenge your negative thinking with positive thinking. But then, every time I do something, or at least attempt to do something positive, something negative always follows, which always convinces me to not continue to help myself, to believe that death is the answer. Because right now, although for a while my suicidal thoughts were basically, I don't really have a passion for suicide anymore. But then, when I do positive stuff like this, or at least attempt to, that interest starts to climb back up again, because it always backfires, all the time. And the worst part is, what convinced me to put my positive exercise to a halt has nothing to do with this. It has to do with me needing to realize that doing something positive always comes with negative consequences every single time. So, backtrack to this past Wednesday. I thought to myself, well, actually, let's backtrack a little bit further, because a few weeks ago, it feels more like a month, I decided to do something different. You can't expect new results without trying, without making an attempt. So, what did I decide to do? Decide to have a weekend plan. Under normal circumstances, I would never do that because I hate weekends. Weekends are about social gatherings, which makes me feel alone. It's about having fun, which I don't know how to do. It's about enjoying life, which I don't enjoy life and want to be killed. So yeah, weekends, it just doesn't work on me. But I decided pretty much a month ago, to give it a shot. And there was this free tap dancing class, and I decided to go to that. And in just 3 minutes, I bailed. I went into the building, I walked downstairs, I walked further down the hall. So basically, where the large room was, it was in the basement in the back of the building. So I had to travel to the middle of the building, go down the staircase, go further down the hallway, and only to stay. And I asked the woman, well, where was the free tap dancing class? And she said, well, it's just right in this room, and make a right. So I did that, and in 9 seconds or less, I bailed. I panicked because there were too many people there, and then there was a woman standing by the wall looking at me, and that set me off. And I said I would never create weekend plans again until this past week. So I decided to try it again and find some events on Facebook, because I'm starting to realize that Facebook is a great place to find out about events and stuff. So what do? I go on Facebook, look for events, to find out that last Friday, today's Monday, so last Friday, there was a grand opening in downtown St. Paul for this free outdoor public ice skating rink. And they were going to do fireworks and light up the Christmas tree. So I decided, hey, I've never been to something like this before, so let's give it a shot. Those plans were pretty much destroyed one day later. I wasn't even there you know, it could have at least, life could have at least backfired on me at the event. But no, it had to backfire an entire day early. And it's because of me. And see, because of my dental health. Um, so I decided to call, well, actually, I went up to the dental office to make an appointment because I was an idiot and I thought there was a crack in my tooth and I panicked. Like, literally, I walked out of the apartment and had to sit outside to calm myself down. I can't calm myself down here with a disruptive neighbor and bug infestations and a stove that never works. And yeah, this is truly the apartment of hell, and I can never calm down in here. And so I decided to go to the dentist, and actually, whether there was a crack in my tooth or not, I still had to go anyway because the dentist needed to figure out if they could save my back tooth or not, because there's a large cavity back there, and there was a smaller one in my wisdom tooth. So they needed to figure things out, so I needed to go to an appointment anyway. But because the last time I set up an appointment, I had to wait for an entire month before I can get an appointment, I figured I would have to wait that long. But nope, the closest thing for an appointment was the previous day, which would be Friday, because I went there on Thursday. So, and she said, well, can you do Friday, because that's the closest available appointment they can give. So I said fine, of course. And so it was at around 1 o'clock on Friday, which of course meant I would have to go to my appointment just a couple hours before the events took place. But I already knew I was going to be there for a few hours. I already knew. So based on, I could have said a time after that, but I was already panicking. I wanted to get this over with, and it seemed like the responsible thing to do. And can I tell you what responsibility did to me? I spent at least a couple of hours at the office, and to be told that the back tooth had to be pulled out. So they literally put, they got, I forgot, I don't know the name of what they put, and I guess, I don't know what they call it, but it's like a needle they put in your mouth, and it basically helps make your mouth numb so you don't feel anything. And they literally had to pull this teeth out because while the dentist was able to clear out most of the decay in the cavity or whatever, there was still plenty of it at the edge of the tooth, and he couldn't save that. So I lost a tooth. Can I tell you what this does to a person already suffering depression? It tells me that if my life is only about loss, then death really is a good thing, so I don't have to experience this. See, these suicidal thoughts came coming back again because of this shit. There's a small part of me that wants to live, and the one time I tried to do it, well, I tried it multiple times this year, and of course it always backfired every time. And so, not only did I pretty much ruin going to this event, which of course I didn't, because this depressed me enough as it is, but made me realize that writing positive comments will do me Nothing. What could thinking positive, can it help regain a tooth? No. Can it make me feel like can it help me feel less, that my life is only about loss? No gains, just loss? Nope. So I became very depressed, and it got worse. Not because I had to have this surgically removed. I have to go on antibiotics for the next 2 weeks. Now, here's the thing. Before this, I was already on 2 meds. Antidepressants and and there's another one for my blood pressure. Um, but I rarely take it. I was starting to actually just get into habit on taking both, but now I have 3 more meds and a rinse added to that. So if you add the 2 that I'm taking, the 3 pills that I'm taking, that's 5. So that's now 5 meds and a rinse that I need to take now. Plus I need to wash out my mouth with lukewarm salt water every few hours. I just wanted one positive day. And just like that, it's over. I didn't even go because, silly me, I wanted to get this out of the way. And of course, I can never leave the dentist's office ever without losing something. Ever. That's why I don't like going, because I'm going to lose something. So now I became even more depressed. That does it. I realize now that I don't think I can think positive or do anything positive. Like, twice within a month period, that I tried to do something on a weekend, and it blows up in my face pretty damn fast. If social anxiety isn't going to ruin it, then a life event making me 3 times more depressed will. So I think for the time being, I'm not doing that positive message bullshit. I will be fooling myself. Death is the answer. I can never have a good day, can I? And the worst part is, it took me years to even want to motivate myself to heal from depression, so eventually I could go back to try to have a life, a life outside isolation. But I'm starting to wonder if isolation is what I need. And trust me, isolating myself in this place where the neighbor upstairs will bang and slam on shit as loud as fucking possible, with bug infestations crawling through my clothes, crawling on the floor, in the bathroom. This is the last place where a person should isolate themselves. But I deserve it. I deserve to be punished for wanting to help myself. If I didn't want to help myself, I could have helped my friend. So, again, and I seriously mean this, I don't think I'm going to do any more weekend plans, because they backfire me very fast. Extremely. And this is me trying to go out my way to do something different, to see what life is about if I do something fun. Because I'm starting to be mentally aware now that in order to get results, I should go outside for those results. And when I do try them, they fail. Every time. So once again, I now know I'm a failure. So yeah, anything positive, that bullshit is going to be put on hold. And, yep, this is my rinse. All my fucking meds are in here.